Welcome back to D&J React, where travel sparks conversation.
Every day.
In today's conversation, it's how much do Filipinos make and what do they do for a living? That's what we're gonna find out today. We've been getting really curious about Asia since we're gonna move out there pretty soon. I think Philippines are first place on the list, and then after that, maybe like Thailand, South Korea, Japan. We're just bouncing all around Asia, but first stop's definitely the Philippines.
Definitely.
That's where we've got the most love out of the Philippines.
Yeah, those people have been amazing in the comments.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Giving, so kind.
Yeah, I've never experienced kindness like that before.
Yeah, incredible people.
But yeah, before we jump in, thank you everybody on GoFundMe, YouTube, Patreon for all your love and support. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you. With that being said, let's find out what these Filipinos do for a living. Let's go.
Do it.
Ayoko magbulgar. Basta ang hirap lang sa atin, laki ng agwat doon sa mayaman, doon sa mahirap dahil sa corruption.
Paano may bibigay yung mga nasa mahihirap kung nasa taas pa lang kinukurapot na?
Hey bosses, it's Kay from Asian Boss. Did you know that the Philippines ranks among the countries with the highest income inequality? After conducting street interviews in various countries including Korea, Japan, China, India, and Singapore, where we asked people about their monthly earnings, we've received many requests to do the same in the Philippines. So how much do the locals make in the capital city of Manila? Is what they make enough to cover their cost of living? We hit the streets of Manila to find out.
Ako yung matanong, ano po trabaho niyo? Ako po isang merchandiser dito sa Kandal.
Sa bangko, pero nasa kasambahay po.
Saka magkano po yung kinikita niyo bilang kasambahay?
7.5 lang po. Sa kantina ko ng
So,
school,
130 a
bali 375 a day.
Bali, family driver ako.
I know some of you in the comments said that it's gone up a lot more. Like you guys make, 400 to what, 500?
400 to 500 is what some people were saying was kind of the minimum wage.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's everywhere or maybe just in a certain location. But how old was this video?
3 months.
Oh, wow.
This is 90 days ago.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I don't know if he filmed it from a long time ago and just uploaded it. I don't know, but this video is only 3 months old, so this is pretty new.
Yeah, this
new
guy
info.
earned around $45 a week.
4, 8, 12, 16. So that's $180 a month.
Yeah.
Wow,
Jeez.
dude, that's so crazy.
Diba, 250 isang linggo, parang 10,000, ganyan. Estudyante ako at may small business. Kada month, tumutubo din ako ng 10K plus. I'm a software engineer.
So that guy,
Digits
he actually owned his own business. He wasn't working for someone. He has his own company.
Yeah.
And even owning his own company was only making $180 a month as a profit.
This guy's an engineer, and he said he's making $1,800 a month.
1,800.
But that's like the top
Yeah.
and highest earning.
Well, that's even like over here. Engineers make really, really good money.
They're making like $350,000 to $500,000 a year. Some maybe a little bit more.
Some more, depending on the industry.
The older ones that have been in the industry make a lot more. But $1,800, dude, he should move over to the U.S. He would instantly go from like 30 or 25 grand a year or 20 grand a year to like 300 grand a year if he moved over here.
Yeah.
So, nasa 6 digits na rin naman.
6 digits. Sa tingin niyo po ba, ang nakikita niyo ay nasa average na kinikita ng karaniwang Pilipino? Or...
No. Feeling ko mas higher than average. Yeah.
Ano po sa tingin niyo ang average na sweldo sa Pilipinas?
Feeling ko nasa mga 40 to 50 siguro yun, 1,000 a month. Average dito 16 16 ang minimum ngayon. Minimum wage. 610 bali 8 oras.
Alam naman ng mga Pilipino, di ba? Kahit mahirap ang trabaho, pero yung kita kasi, hindi nila binabase yung kita doon sa tinatrabaho mo. Minsan, kahit mabigat yung trabaho mo, yung kita mo, hindi rin sapat. Di ba? Kasi ganun ang Pilipinas.
Ano po ang sa tingin niyo ang sapat na sweldo para makatira ng komportable po dito sa Pilipinas?
Siguro mga 26 above. 26K over
65,
above.
15,000, pwede na, nakakaano na yun. Siyempre, bayad ng kuryente, tubig, yun. Tapos sa pag-aaral ng mga anak mo, siyempre daming kong anak, daming nag-aaral. Kaya yun, sapat 15,000 talaga per month. pwede na yun.
If you have kids in the Philippines, does the government give you like money per kid? Because in the U.S., I know if you have, if you have a kid, you can like write them off on your taxes and.
Yeah, I mean, they're dependents, so you can use it as a write-off. But I mean, as far as government assistance, that's for low income.
Low income.
You have to hit a certain income level or below, and then you can apply for, state assistance.
And they give you what, like $5,000 a year per kid or something like that?
I don't know, per year. I don't know what it is now. I mean, you're 30 years old now. I'm long gone from the time you were a child. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they do today.
I heard it
back
was like
then. It was only
like,
a couple $100 a month.
I heard it
wasn't much.
I heard it was somewhere around like 5,000 or something now per year per kid, which is like around $420 a month per kid.
That's why I was saying back in the day it was only like a couple $100 they were giving you per kid.
With inflation, I mean that's still nothing. 5,000 a year is nothing, dude.
Yeah, $400 doesn't cover anything for a kid.
Siguro, mga 1,000 a day, komportabling na yun sa Pilipinas ngayon siguro.
Siyempre siguro mga average ko lang mga 20,000 doon. Yeah. Sa tingin niyo po, komportable na po kayo sa 20,000 naman? Or kung ano lang po, medyo dadalawang isip lang ako, pero siguro kasya na rin yung 20,000. Budget mo lang, budgetan mo.
So you can live on $350 a month out there if you budget?
Yeah, but how are you living? There's a difference between scraping by, scrounging, paying bills, and there's a difference between enjoying life and living.
Right, he's talking about like budgeting, like not really doing anything, but that's crazy. You can get by on $350. Is what he's saying.
Sa tingin niyo po ba kaya niyo makakuha ng ganitong pera? Ilang overtime yun? Mga 6 hours ba? Kada isang araw. Kahit di ko naman kaya yun kasi mahirap din overtime. Pagod din, mapapagod ka rin, kaya puyat.
Siguro mga nasa 50, pwede na siguro yon, lalo na kung may mga 2 kids, ganyan, or 3 kids, siguro mga 50, pwede na. Hindi siya imposible, pero siguro maraming taon of experience ang kailangan para makakuha talaga ng nasa 50, ganyan.
Ang Pilipinas po isa sa mga bansang may pinakamalaking agwat sa mayayaman at mahihirap. Bakit po sa tingin niyo na nangyayari po ito dito sa bansa na to?
Overpopulated na tayo. Tapos, sa hirap ng yung high standard sa paghahanap ng trabaho. Sa Pilipinas kasi kahit naka 4-year course ka, parang ang hirap paghanap ng trabaho, ganyan. Kasi may pinsan ako, ganyan, naka 4-year course siya. Pero ang hirap niya makahanap ng trabaho.
That's crazy.
Corruption.
It's kind of the same over here too. People that get like their 4-year degrees, they go to apply for a job and they're like, you need 25 years of experience before you can get hired here. And you're like, but I went through
college. I just did all of this work.
Paid $200,000 for this piece of paper, and
means nothing.
You want me to have 20 years of experience before I'm even allowed in the job? Like, how do you have experience in a job if you
don't get one?
America makes no sense.
No.
Na kung bakit. Kasi dito sa atin parang ayokong magbulgar. Basta ang hirap lang sa atin, laki ng agwat doon sa mayaman, doon sa mahirap dahil sa corruption. Pag alisin yun, itutuunan ng pansit. Halimbawa, nandyan naman yung Kongreso, nandyan yung Senado. Dapat gagawa sila ng batas na para talaga sa mga mahihirap.
Medyo pa rin tayo controlled by yung pinakamayayamang tao. So more on yung...
I mean, that's kind of the same for every country, though. That's not unique to the Philippines. I mean, literally every country. The U.S. is like that. The people at the top with the money control everything.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of sit back and work for them.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's always been like that. The 1% controls the 99%.
Yeah, back in the day, you had kings, and everybody underneath them worked for the king.
It's been the same since the dawn of time.
Nothing new.
Mga businesses, mga industries, so sila yung nagko-control ng market, sila yung nagko-control ng salary, mostly ng mga Pilipino.
So, sa tingin niyo po ba, ang karaniwang Pilipino, kahit anong panlalaki, kaya po nila maging successful po dito sa Pilipinas?
Depende sa diskarte mo. Pero syempre, kung minimum wage earner ka lang, may hirapan ka. Sa gastos pa lang, biruin mo, ang sasweldoin mo, minimum, kalahati siguro o 1/4 mapupunta na sa pamasahe mo.
Kaya naman. Ang Pilipino kasi, parang tayo, kahit konti lang ang pera, basta malusog lang o ganyan, wala lang yung magkagagastos ang malaki.
What an attitude, man. You hear
Minsan
that?
hindi na nila hinahangan na umasenso o Tignan mo sila, yung trabaho o parang masaya rin. Ganyan. Yes, possible, pero mahirap. Sobrang hirap. Like, ako, kasi hindi rin naman kami mayaman. So, more on parang puro public schools lang din, ganyan. Hindi naman kalakihan din yung baon ko dati. Pero umabot rin ako sa point na parang after 5 years of working, naka 6 digits na rin naman because of the industry na, kasi technology industry, yung mga software engineer.
Curious po kami sa living costs po dito sa Pilipinas. Magkano po ang monthly rent sa Metro Manila sa tingin niyo?
Ang mahal. Kasi parang naririnig ko minsan mga bed space lang, umaabot siya ng 2,000. Bed space
35
lang
a
yun.
month?
Pag around dito mga
That's
5K.
like,
Mga
I don't know, when I see these
That's a,
numbers.
Malaki na kurang.
you didn't read it.
Oh, shit.
That's a bed space. That's not a house. That's not an apartment. That's a bed space.
Why are you,
That's crazy.
bro? That's like $35 a month, she said, for a bed space.
Yeah.
That's like $1 a day. That's pretty cheap.
Mhm.
But you, like you said before, what is the?
Where are you living for that bed, and what is it like? What are the
Yeah.
conditions? Is what I'm trying to say. It's not like
No,
you're
I
living in a
understand what you're
penthouse.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Kasi parang naririnig ko minsan mga bed space lang, umaabot siya ng 2,000. Bed space lang yun.
Pag around dito mga 5K.
Mga gaano kalaki ang mga kwarto or room pag 5K ho yung rent?
Super liit lang, isang kwarto lang siya. Gano'n. Tapos may maliit na lababo. Yung pang usually na pang, 4 na tao.
Siguro
Four
kung
people.
mga studio lang or yung mga one bedroom na pinaparentahan na apartment, siguro mga nasa 8,000 to 10,000. Hindi pa yun yung mga condo living siguro kung mga condo, siguro mga 15K pataas, gano'n.
Paano po ang mga bahay ho? Gaano sa tingin niyo kalaki ang presyo ng bahay?
Sa Metro Manila, para sa akin, namamahalan ako. Siguro kasi mga nasa na siya, 3 million,
So,
5 million.
That's actually so 35 to what 50 is what we were saying for a house.
$53,000 to $80,000.
Dude,
Close.
I mean out here they're like 400 and up.
Yeah,
400K.
400,000. 400,000 is like low. That's like,
An average,
An
just an
average.
average small house, not getting really
and
much.
that's probably a house that's built in the 70s too. That's
Mhm.
not a brand new build. I mean, it's so expensive out here, but I mean, $53,000 to $80,000 for a home is not bad. And I don't think you have to put down 100%. I don't think any country makes you put
No,
down 100%.
usually like 10-20% to put down.
Mm-hmm. So that's not too bad.
Mm.
Sa tingin niyo po kaya niyong bumili ng bahay sa Metro balang araw?
Hindi po.
That's so sad.
Depende
It
lang
is.
sa mga anak ko. Pag sila na. Pero
That's so
pag,
sad. Like the outlook of your life is like, no, I could never be able to afford a roof over my head.
I mean, when you're making that kind of money, you're kind of stuck in that situation. I guess you kind of get there's probably not a lot of motivation to excel and go to the next level. You know what I mean?
Well,
Everybody
with all-
around you is kind of in poverty, and it's like this is just what you see. This is the norm. You kind of get used to it, I guess.
Look at the disparity, though. I mean, like, would you be motivated if the government was taking like 80% of your money away from you? Like, you
Me?
can't
Yes.
work. You can't really work, or you don't want to work harder and harder and harder because it's like you're just spinning your wheels. You're not really going anywhere
Right.
because the money's just so incredibly low, and plus inflation's going up too,
Right.
and it doesn't. They're kind of moving up, but I don't think they're moving as fast as what the inflation is.
I mean, I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset, and always wanted to work for myself, and you're kind of the same way. You've always wanted to do that, never wanted to work for somebody. So we've always been driven and motivated to do our own thing and make something happen for ourselves rather than waiting on a boss to tell us, we'll give you a raise in 6 months. I don't wait for that. I just go out and make it and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a lot of people, you know, if you're in poverty, you're kind of just used to grinding away, just working for somebody just to make bills, just to pay and get by, and probably don't have time to lift your head up and think, you know, how could I innovate and do something different? You know, you're just grinding and killing yourself. You got family, you got kids. It's tough, man.
Got all those bills coming up next month, and the
you
money that you're making isn't even close to being able to pay all of it. So you got to put in 40 to 60 hours a week to survive.
You're just so beat and worn down. Then you got to come home with the kids, and I mean, it's a tough life. That's hard, man.
By the time you get a break, you just want to sleep.
Yeah.
You don't want, like, brain's not thinking like, how can I make more money?
Yeah,
like,
make a business or do something, how to build and grow and expand. You're not thinking of that. You're just trying to survive.
You just got to recover, like, after a 40, 50-hour work week. Plus, like you said, the kids too. It's a lot. That's
Sa ngayon kasampay lang, hindi ko po kaya yun. Kahit 5,000, hindi ko po kaya. Kasi mga ano pa ako eh. Plus pagkain pa namin, kaya hindi ko namin kaya yun.
Kahit yung mga mayaman, pansinin mo, saan sila bumibili ng lupa? Sa probinsya. Kasi sa probinsya, ang mas mura ang mga lupa. Kasi dito sa Manila, mahal kasi dito. Meron kasi dito, may binibenta rito, 10M, katulad nung katabi namin, 20M, malaki na kasi siya.
Wait, what?
Madami pong tao na apektuhan sa global
350K
inflation rate.
for what?
It seemed like a house.
Oh, is a house that in Manila? That's how much?
Around there, selling one that's PHP 10 million, so 176K.
And the other one was 350 something K.
Yeah, it was like 20 million, something like that.
Damn, that's expensive.
Madami pong tao na apektuhan sa global inflation rates. Kayo po ba, may napapansin kayong mga produktong nagmamahal ho ngayon?
Lahat.
Everything.
Example.
Same here.
O yung gamit na lang sa kusina. Like sibuyas, bawang, mantika, bigas. Yung mga talagang everyday na ginagamit ng mga Pilipino, dun pa lang hirap ka na. Lalo na sa bigas. Yun kasi ang importante, di ba? Sa Pilipino, rice is life.
Fast food. Ayun. Siguro kasi dati may mga 39ers, yung mga meal, ganon. Ngayon parang nasa 80 pesos, 90 pesos per meal, or
you know that's like
above pa.
impacts them like crazy when something doubles in price.
I mean, it's the same here, man. Think about our food costs. We were just talking about the other day going shopping. Spent like $75 and like I got nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
Dude, isn't it crazy? Like in America, if you work your ass off, like, and you go to the grocery store, like you pay $140 for food, you get like 5 items in a cart, and then like if you're on welfare or food stamps,
you come away with 3
bro,
carts
I've seen them
full.
in Costco with like 4 shopping carts, and it's mounted. It's like a mountain of food coming out the top of the cart, and they have like 4 of them. I'm like, bro, I'm working my ass off, and my taxes are going to pay for somebody who's not working their ass off. That's getting 50 times the amount of food that I'm getting.
They got a Ford F-350 out there, and they're just packing everything in the back of it. And I'm like,
bro,
what the hell, dude? What am I doing wrong?
Not living off
welfare
and people that are working hard.
Yeah.
Like, 150, parang ang ano mo lang nun, isang chicken and fries and drinks, yun lang.
Yung dating sardinas na 11 pesos, nagiging 20 na eh. Napakalaki ng lahat, halos mo. Siyempre, ang natin, pa-asenso tayong mga bansa. Pagka-asenso, dapat kasama yung mamamayan. Saka yung presyo ng halimbawa, yung pasahod nila, malaki na nakikisabay din pag nag-inflation para hindi masaktan masyado yung mahihirap.
Kung may opportunity po, okay lang ko sa'yo na
that's obviously it's hitting them hard, but this is kind of a global thing that's happening around the world in all the countries right now, and we're feeling it here. Like, you know, we part-time drive for Uber Lyft, and even in that, we've seen our income go down almost half of what we used to make a couple of years
Uber
ago.
is stealing like 60%, 70% from the drivers. That's not really, I don't think, due to inflation. That's just a greedy corporation. But the food prices and everything, rent, everything's gone up like crazy amounts. I remember when I lived in Florida, my rent was like $1,000 for a 3-bedroom condo, and then as soon as I moved out and moved to California, it went from $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Jumped up double. And the pay out there sucks, dude.
Yeah.
The pay is so bad in Florida.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But yeah, even like McDonald's and stuff out here, it used to be like $9 for a meal. Now it's like $15 to $20 for a meal. Like I can go to a restaurant and get like actual food.
Yeah, instead of this plastic processed garbage.
trabaho abroad.
Oo, grab the opportunity nga, di ba? Kaya ko naman ako kitain yung kinikita ko sa ibang bansa. Kung kikitain ko sa ibang bansa rin sa Pilipinas, siguro di ako aalis. Pero kung ganun lang kasi talaga na parang average, kailangan ko umalis. Yan.
Yun nga yung sinasabi ko sa anak ko eh. Sabi ko, nak, pag gusto mong umasenso, mag-abroad ka. Tapos pag-ipon ka na lang, dali mo yung pera rito, ibabangko natin. Pag malaki na, gumawa ka na lang ng negosyo.
Tingin ko, dito kikitain mo yun, pero kailangan nasa mataas na posisyon kayo. Sa ibang bansa, ita-times mo sa pera nila. Siguro yung kikitain mo ng isang linggo dito, kaya mong kitain ng isang araw sa ibang bansa.
Sa tingin niyo po ba kayang maayos yung problema ng malaking agwat sa mayayaman at mahihirap?
Kung hindi magbabagong gobyerno natin, korap pa rin, lahat ng mahihirap, pupulutin talaga sa kangkungan lahat.
Wow. That's
Kakain
so
ka ng
sad,
talbos
dude.
ng kamote at saka alamang.
There's so much pain behind that smile. You know, oh
Yeah, it's just
God,
holding it back.
that's really upsetting. Yeah, well, on the positive side, I did hear that Japan is investing over $100 billion in Philippine infrastructure, and you guys are supposed to get a huge economic boost in the course by like 2040, 2050. I know that seems
It's
like
a
really
long way
far
away.
away, but basically 20, 30 years from now, I mean, if you
Yeah.
can get your hands on real estate out there and buy before all the foreigners like us come out there and start buying and building real estate, you guys will be doing pretty good. But I know the situation obviously by watching this
Yeah,
video.
that's not possible for some.
It's not too possible, but I mean, if families like pull their money together, like people in like, Dubai and other countries, like the Arabs,
work
they
together.
all work together as a family. They all work their ass off. They all share resources, but they all buy investments together. Like 10, 20 people will buy a mega mansion somewhere, or just like a bunch of places all over the world and rent them out on Airbnb. So like,
That's how they make their money.
it is possible for you guys to do that too. You guys just got to work your ass off, and you got to
Come together.
come together in numbers to be able to do it. And then once you guys are making enough money, you can like individually buy your own stuff
Sure.
in the future.
Yeah,
But I
branch
think
off.
working together is probably the best bet if you're not making that much money. Because if you have 10, 20 family members doing $250, $400 a month, I mean,
Doing pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can put that down on a home after a year.
Absolutely.
Mahirap ang ano pa rin.
Initiative na yun nung ano eh. Parang feeling ko, initiative siya ng mga mayayaman to help the poor people. Kasi parang feeling ko,
That's not
yung mga
gonna
poor people naman dito sa Pilipinas, hindi naman sila talaga tamad, hindi sila bobo or whatsoever. Parang nagtatrabaho sila, pero sadyang kulang lang talaga. And parang feeling ko naho-hoard lahat ng pera sa mayayaman. So siguro, para
That's literally something I see that's never going to change.
No. The
Never.
rich are going to stay rich, and they're going to keep getting richer. The poor will keep getting poorer, unless, like you said, they band together, work collectively as a group to better themselves.
That's the only
move
way.
out of poverty. Yeah.
Unless you have some genius, like
Yeah.
one-off idea that'll
Right.
help you make a crazy amount of money in business, other than that, it's not going to happen based off what you're making. You have to work as a team
Yes.
together to build, and then you also have to be savvy too. You have to know how to invest. But I mean, it's pretty simple as far as the real estate goes. Like, buy in an up and coming touristy area, buy like a 1-bedroom condo that's $35K or $40K. Have, it's only 7,000 to get in the place. 10 family members. I mean, you guys save up for a year, you can easily buy that and then rent it out on Airbnb, and now you got one place generating your family income.
Yep, exactly.
So it can be done.
Yep.
paliit yung distance ng kailangan yung mayayaman mismo yung gumawa ng way.
Kasi kalimitan sa mga mayayaman, hindi kayang abutin yung mga mahihirap eh. Kasi hindi nga sila marunong. Kumbaga, ang mayayaman kasi, hindi nila nararanasan yung buhay ng mahirap. Kaya hindi nila alam kung paano makiano sa mga mahihirap. Kaya siguro mayayaman, madalang kasi bumaba ang mayayaman sa mahihirap eh. Diba?
Oh. Yung gobyerno po, sa tingin niyo po ba may pwedeng gawin para masolusyonan po ito?
Paano mo ibibigay yung mga nasa mahihirap kung nasa taas pa lang, kinukurakot na? Diba? Kaya nga sila yung mayaman kasi nga, imbis na ibigay sa mahirap, syempre sila muna.
That's every government.
That's every government.
Isa po so kayo ng
Every
recent
government.
corruption sa gobyerno?
Ano?
Or
Siyempre kahit naman saan yan meron eh. Kahit mo lang.
Yeah, the U.S. does that all the time.
Yeah.
They literally,
Constantly.
the IRS and the Federal Reserve are like, oh, there's $2 trillion that went missing and we don't know where it went. I was like, but you want me to file and
My
you want
taxes.
to, do you want to see that I made $500 and you want to take that from me, but you lost $2 trillion.
Yeah. I have
dollars,
no
bro.
idea where it went.
That's the amount of money of like multiple GDPs of countries.
Yes,
Of
gone.
whole countries, bro. And you said, oh, I don't know where it
Yeah,
went.
just lost.
Bullshit,
It's gone.
dude.
Taas hanggang sa mga basta sa mga politics, meron naman talaga yan. Hindi nawawala yan kahit sa
Yeah, it's never gonna change.
kahit saan meron.
That was good, man.
That was really
interesting.
good. Yeah, it's
Sad at the same time too. I mean,
it's mostly sad, but I feel like the government over there takes an insane amount of taxes from their people. Like over here, it's not as bad as, you know, over there as far as like what they're stealing. But I mean, if you do work a minimum wage job in America, you are pretty screwed. Like you're only making $15 or $13.
I mean, you got to have roommates and people with you or family. I mean, you're not making that alone by
You have
yourself.
to do what the Filipinos are doing. They're
Live
living
together.
with 4 to 6 people. You have to do the same thing. If you have a minimum wage job, there's no way you're living on your own in the U.S.
No, you're homeless.
Anywhere, dude. You're not living anywhere by yourself on minimum wage. Because the rent out here, like average on the West Coast, is like probably $1,500 a month. Average, I would
probably
say.
15 to 2K is pretty normal.
Yeah, so you're not making 15.
And that's just your rent. That doesn't include everything else you need to live.
or
Car
Uber,
insurance,
or bus, or
Yeah,
food, phone, all that stuff.
electric, water cable. I mean, dude, by the time you're done, you're at $3-4 grand.
People were saying on there, like, you know, it's what was it, like $880 a month was comfortable living out there. That's a car payment for an average American.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
just the car payment. Like, mine's cheap. It's only like $200 a month, but then insurance is $117, gas is $100 a month, so you got like $400, and I got a great deal. Like my shit is super cheap. Our roommates is like $800-900 a month for car insurance, gas, and car payment. Car payment alone is like $460.
Over double what you're paying.
Yeah, so I mean, bro, people are literally paying $880 a month to $1,000 a month for a car payment over here. That's just one bill out of like 20 bills in America.
Well, I mean, we're a perfect case. I mean, there's 3 of us living here just trying to scrape by and make it. You know, we're working our asses off too.
Yeah, my bill's out here, and I'm like super.
Yeah, just
like
sprinkling by.
I'm super cheap on everything's like $1,600 a month is like the lowest you can go. I mean, the lowest I could probably get it down to is like $1,500. That's like you don't go out to eat, you don't
do
have
anything,
fun,
you just sit
sit
at home.
at home and go,
Pay your
like,
bills.
go on walks or like go hiking. But that's what you get for $1,500 in the USA. In California, that's not even possible. $1,500 is
You're on the street.
Yeah, you're
or living in
homeless.
your car.
Actually, the homeless make more off of taxpayers than
Well, that's
I'm
true.
paying in bills right now.
Yeah.
So it's insane, man. But
it's a brutal life, man.
I
Everybody's struggling.
feel bad for the people out there. That pay is incredibly low. But like I said, 2030, 2040, 2050, you guys should be getting a massive boost in economic growth and a lot of new job opportunities they don't currently have. So
that'll be amazing.
Like I
for
said,
them.
I think working together as a family unit, or even like family and friends coming together to buy real estate together, even if it's like cheap, just in a touristy area, like 35K, 20% down. You guys are locals, so you probably get it 10%.
Yeah, it'll probably be cheaper for locals.
3 G's down, maybe a couple G's in furniture, so $5 grand, and you guys have 10 people go in on that. It's only $500 a piece.
I mean, that's still a lot of money for those people. But if you did it for a year,
that's only $40 a month per person that they'd have to save. $40 each month for a whole year, and the whole family of 10 could buy one condo out there.
Yeah, and then rent it out, and now you're making some money.
Yeah, and then you can just keep doing it over and over and over again.
Exactly.
Because then you can take equity out of your property as you're paying it down, and you got the income from the Airbnb as well. So it just takes one. It takes a while. You just gotta keep stacking and stacking and stacking.
So it's a little grind to get started, but once it starts, then it's just like you're on a roll.
Just think like a 10-year vision. 10 years, we could get like 10, 15 condos that are making $400 to $600 a month, and then
you're doing pretty good.
The family's doing good after that, man.
Exactly.
But and then also the economic growth. Your property is going to go up in value over the next 20
That's
to 30
true.
years on top of that. So you're making income. Your property value is going up. You're paying it down. You've got equity. You've got income. yeah, I mean,
worst case, you sell it and make some money on it.
yeah, exactly. And then you guys find another country that's up and coming and go buy some
Do it again.
cheap, condos over there.
Yep.
Keep doing it.
There's ways to do it.
Copy
It's just-
paste, copy paste.
Yep. It's just a grind. You just got to be willing to put in the work and the time and be patient.
Like I said, but I think a lot of them are just so exhausted from how much they're working to try to just keep up that they're not even thinking. Like what the whole discussion that we just had, I feel like isn't a thing that really happens too often over there because they're just grinding, bro. They're working so hard to make nothing. Like you said, when they get back to their house, they're tired, bro.
They're done.
Yeah, their brain isn't thinking of the next new thing. Like how can I just survive and get to the next day?
I gotta go back and do this again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day.
Yeah, I hope other countries jump on board, like as well as Japan's 100 billion, which if it goes well, I'm sure other countries will be like, oh, if it worked well for you, and this is the growth factor over the next 30 years, they'll jump in as well. So,
of course.
Yeah, I wish the best for you guys.
Absolutely.
We will be over there pretty soon, hopefully November at the latest. But yeah, keep your heads up. It'll get better.
Absolutely.
You got a lot of big countries that are coming to invest in you guys. I've been watching a lot of economic videos on the Philippines and the growth factor of everything. You guys should be getting a big boost in the next 20 to 30 years. But like I said, I know that's a long time,
Yes.
but like I said, man, if you guys can get your hands on some investments out there, you guys will be doing great for your family and your kids. Like everything will be good, but just gotta hustle for now. But this was a great video.
I enjoyed
very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Very sad too. But things will get better for you guys. Keep your heads up. Guys, if you have any more videos like this, please, if you have any recommendations, drop them over in our community chat on our Patreon. We are giving you guys 7 days for free to check out all the exclusive ad-free content over there. You guys can jump in the raffles, you can jump in the polls. Also make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for more. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on Patreon.
Peace.
Peace.